Hey, what's up everybody? ESAM here bringing you another video. This one going to be a tournament wrap-up for Flatiron 3 that I was just at last weekend in Boulder, Colorado. I entered Smash for singles and doubles and Melee singles and doubles for the first time since DreamHack Denver, I think. Or no, sorry, DreamHack Montreal. So that was even farther ago. I'm going to put all the timestamps for all the things somewhere over here so you guys can click to what you want. I'm going to be doing Melee doubles and singles and then Smash 4 doubles and singles in that order. And so let us just get started. So in Melee doubles, I team with my friend Joey, and we've teamed at a few events before, and it's just a lot of fun. I like seeing him, and it's very, very fun. It is a Samus Ganon team. In round one, we played against Casual and Chef Q, who were a double Samus team. So that was interesting because I don't think I've ever seen a double Samus team besides the one time I teamed with like PANDA back in the day. So that was pretty interesting. We won that 2-1. The next up we played against DSJ and Wiz P, who were a Chic Puff team, and we almost won game 1 even though Joey got rested twice at the very beginning. But you know, they won game 1, we won game 2, and then they really just beat us pretty hard game 3 to knock us into the losers bracket, where we played immediately against Destiny Bond and Kate EM, which was a double Dr. Mario team, which we beat, and it was just weird. Then next up we played against Vinod and Chango, and I'm pretty sure that was a double Jigglypuff team, and I don't know why we were getting so many double teams of all these different things. It was really, really weird. Actually, against Vinod and Chango, we lost game 1, and in game 2, I switched to Fox, and then we won that. In game 3, I stayed Fox, and it was just, I was able to get early kills really, really easily just because lol Fox against Puff, and you know, not Hungrybox SDI. So thankfully we won that. I actually got Phantom rested, which is one of the reasons why we won game 3, because I would have died at like 20, and then I didn't, and I killed him for it. So that was unfortunate on his end. And then after that, I had to go play some Smash 4 doubles. I played like winner semis and winners finals, and then by the time I was done with that, they DQ'd us out of doubles because top 16 of doubles needed to start. So we got DQ'd at 17th, but we probably would have lost to Spark and Rustin anyway. But it was kind of unfortunate, but we did get our money back, so I'm not actually mad at the Flatiron squad. I mean, I think it's kind of ridiculous, but they paid us the money back, so whatever, it's not really that big of a deal. So 17th in doubles with Joey, and we were seeded to get, I think, 13th, so not a huge deal. I mean, again, we could have potentially won the next one, but we didn't, so whatever. And now let's go on to Melee singles. So first round of Melee singles, I played against Squawk, who I believe was a Falco main. 2-0 wasn't super difficult. I mean, he didn't really seem to know what to do. I think he went Fox game 2 actually, so I was just able to hit him with like Samus stuff, edge guards, things like that, and he wasn't able to, like, he messed up a lot. I could see him like flubbing tech skill, which is unfortunate on his end, but I will take that. And I will win 2-0 to advance to play Napkins, who was a Peach main. I actually had a really, really close game when I was losing the majority of it, and then I got like a grab at 0, and I just seared to death him on FD. Like, I mean, it wasn't like a combo, but it was a combo. Oh, you lost your jump, time to hit exactly where you have to go in disadvantage, continue the combo or string, and then kill, and that gave me the lead, which allowed me to win. And then game 2, I was ahead by a bit more just because I got 2 really early, like 30% downer spikes, so that was unfortunate on his end, but I was able to win that 2-0, where I advanced to semis of the pool, where I had to play Zoso, the old school Marth main, and that was a very, very weird set. We both kind of played like garbage. Game 1, I SD'd twice and I messed up a lot of little things. Game 2, he SD'd once and I was playing like way better. I think I almost force-docked him that game. Like, he was messing up though. And then game 3, we were playing okay and then turned to sloppy, then okay again, then he SD'd at the end with like up being the wrong way, which was really weird because that's like a mistake he made I think 2 or 3 times throughout the set. And it's uncommon for Marth mains to do that, but he did do that, so I was able to win that 2-1. To advance into the finals of the pool, where I got double 2-stocked by S2J, which that's no surprise. I hate Falcon. He's the second best one at the current moment, but still a really, really talented player. I didn't do too bad though. I think it was only like a double 2-stock. I was actually playing pretty even, and I actually SD'd twice game 1, and it was still only a 2-stock. So I was pretty happy about that. So I drop into losers, where I immediately have to play against Army, the SoCal Ice Climbers, and I'm very, very confident versus Ice Climbers, but it doesn't matter how confident you are if you mess up some nana kills and get over aggressive and don't buffer mash out of wobbles at 0, because I died to that 2 or 3 times. So he was actually able to win that 2-0. Really, really talented player, honestly. You know, I think I did not play super, super well, but at the same time, I haven't played Melee for 6 months, so I'm not really allowed to complain about how bad I'm playing, because I don't practice, and I think that's fair. So in Smash 4 doubles, round 1, we played against Oscar and Gunkstain, and as typical, I don't remember who they played because I'm the worst. Then next up, we played against King and Ink182, which I know Ink182 played Sonic. I do not remember 100% who King played, but I do remember there was a Sonic on that team. Then up next we played against Sandfish and Meself, which was a villager nest team, and me and MBD 3-0'd them, which advanced us into winners finals because there weren't that many teams against Best Nest and Frozen. And we were doing Peekaboo pretty much the whole day because we want to practice that team in like not friendly scenarios, because especially if Cloud gets banned, we want like a second team besides Peekadiddy. So we were doing that for the beginning. I think it was Peekaboo, we won game 1. Peekaboo, we lost game 2. Samus Bayo, we lost game 3. Then I think we went Pika Cloud game 4 and 5, but we did end up losing 3-2 in winners finals to Best Nest and Frozen, which was a Mario Nest team. Best Nest obviously amazing. Frozen very, very good with him. It was really impressive just how they played. Then in losers finals we played against Jesus and Fabian, which was a Mario Toon Link team, and we played them at DreamHack Denver, and we almost lost to them. But this time we 3-0'd them. We kind of slapped them just because we were kind of pissed that we lost. So advances back into grand finals where we played against Best Nest and Frozen again. 3-1 solid. We were just Pika Cloud the whole time, so it's not really a big deal. Or like we didn't switch characters because I think in this set we banned FD, or it might have banned Smashville. I'm not 100% sure. I think we switched it between winter set 1 or grand set 1 and 2 because they like bodied us on FD one of the games, even though MBD went Diddy, and so we banned FD the second set and they took us to Smashville. But then set 2 was actually 3-2. We were down 2-1, but for the most part, like we should have kind of won. Like in our opinion, we should have won game 1 on Town and City. So once we were down 2-1 and we won game 4, we're like, okay, they can't go back to their counter pick. We're comfortable on Biolat, Dreamland, like both the triplats. We ban FD, and then they have to go back to Town and City pretty much, or a stage that we already won on. So we were pretty confident, and then game 5 was kind of hands. So me and MBD were the doubles Flatiron 3 champions, and that was not exactly too far off from the singles bracket. So round 1 of my singles pool, I played against Charmfire, a Diddy Kong main. I 2-0'd him. He was actually pretty good, but just he kind of did a lot of the same things in disadvantage, and me being as experienced against Diddy as I am, I'm just gonna punish you for that and kill you and edgeguard you. But either way, like I was pretty impressed with the way he played. Up next, I played against Data, who was a random main. So game 1 I went Pikachu, and game 1 I went Samus, and I won because I was expecting a very heavy Samus bracket, which I'll get into later. So I was expecting a Samus bracket, so I wanted to warm her up, and so I actually when Samus game 1, I won that, and then I went random game 2 to random Ditto him, and it was he got Olimar, I got Little Mac, and so I was winning the whole time, and then I got back thrown at 0 and down aired out of my up B, and I died. So I lost game 2, and then game 3 I went Pika and I just bodied him because I didn't really want to lose that early. So in winners finals, the Smash G is incorrect for some reason, but I played against Ludi, a Greninja main in winners finals, and I 2-0'd him pretty solid because he upset Pink Menace, the Samus main, in winner semis. So the Greninja matchup kind of weird, but I was able to just play very, very well, very solid, and I was able to win that. And so what I expected my bracket to be overall was I expected winners finals to be Pink Menace, and I was going to Samus Ditto because I like the Samus Ditto. Then projected to come out of my pool was Jesus, the Mario main that I played in doubles, and so I was like, okay, I'm going to go Samus versus him. Then in semifinals, it was projected that Best Ness was going to beat Captain L, and so I'm like, okay, there's a Ness there, so I'm going to play Samus against Ness. And then there was obviously the potential for Anti to beat MVD in winner semis of the other side, so I'm like, okay, I might literally just go Samus the whole day, so that's why I wanted to keep the Samus warm. But actually, none of those things came true because Jesus lost to Grecklin, a Bowser Jr. main, and so I played Grecklin in winner's quarters. Again, a Bowser Jr. main, and it was pretty solid on my end. I think there was one close game and then one kind of close game. Bowser Jr. hits really hard, so it's like, oh, I got hit by Forward Smasher, oh, I got hit by Side B, Up B, Hammer Swing, like, whoops, that happens. But I was able to 3-0 him. Captain L 3-0'd Best Nest with Jigglypuff, which gave me a very, very difficult and strenuous set versus Captain L's Jigglypuff. Game 1, he actually went Pikachu, and I was able to beat that, and I was really happy because I was very worried about the Pikachu since he beat me at Don't Park on the Grass in December of 2016, and I have not played him since. I mean, I played him in some friendlies, but friendlies don't really matter, but I was able to play a little more passive than I did when I played him back then because I've just gotten better at camping, and I was able to just press my advantage way harder, and so I was able to take that game 1. Then game 2, he goes Puff and wins, and then game 3 he stays Puff and wins, and then game 4 I barely live a rest first stock. I was at like 35, and I think at about 37 it would have killed on Town and City, and so I was able to win that barely. That game ended up being like, he was at 160, I was at 100, so like there were so many things that both of us could die from. I barely take that, and then game 5, you know, with that kind of like, I feel like he had to work so hard that game 4 to potentially win, especially because I was in the lead at the beginning because I killed him for the rest. That didn't kill me, so I was able to just get out to a really early lead and play passive and just not get hit, and then was able to two-stock, and I'm pretty sure that game pretty solidly. So I was able to advance into winners finals with a very close set against Captain L's Jigglypuff, so thankfully I do not have to drop Pikachu because I said that in the tweet that's going to be over here somewhere. So in Winners Finals I play against MVD because MVD 3-0'd Anti really solid, and so I was able to win that 3-2. It was pretty much just like every single set of me and MVD recently. We're both playing pretty well, we'll both mess up some, but then like I'm able to get a little bit more off of advantage, or like I'll throw him off stage and then kind of play safe, he'll monkey flip, and then I'll grab him and then I'll do it again over and over, and I can just deal him a whole bunch of damage. Whereas then MVD will momentum me and guess right on Banana on shield 50-50s and just do that, but I was able to win 3-2. I don't remember how close game 5 was. I don't think it was like super particularly close. I think I won with like 40%, so I was pretty happy with that. And then in Grand Finals I was gonna play MVD again because MVD beat Captain L, who beat Best Nest, and Best Nest beat Anti. So it was like actually a crazy bracket. Best Nest versus Anti was probably one of the best sets of the tournament. I'd probably say second best, or maybe the best. It was me and Captain L, and then Best Nest and Anti were like super close sets. And also so was Best Nest versus Captain L in losers because Captain L actually went Pikachu game 5000. That was a good set. I don't know where all the VODs are going to be. I don't know if they're up yet, but I'm going to link to the Twitch down below. You can watch the VODs of that. That would be pretty cool. But so in Grand Finals I play MVD again, and very similar to Winners Finals, I win 3-2. It was kind of close, like it was back and forth of like I won this, you won this, I won, like it was just very standard mean MVD sets nowadays. Like you guys have probably seen a decent amount at you know, the Final Castle GG locals. So it was pretty much just more like that. And game 5, except this time, was really close. I was at like 100 when I won because I got a nair out of barrels or something like that. Or no, I got like a nair and then I frame trapped him with forward air, and then I got another nair and I killed him at like 120 because we were off stage. And so I am the Flatiron 3 champion with no trophy, unfortunately. But the tournament overall was really good. Obviously it had significantly more entrants for Melee. I think it had like 340, whereas Smash 4 had about like 95. And so, you know, Melee obviously got more space, which for some reason the TOs came up to me like, is this okay? Like, you don't feel like we don't care? It's like, no, you have 4 times the entrance. It's totally fine that you have more space because like it's warranted. There was only one actual annoying thing, or two, because but like one of them I kind of solved really quickly. Was at some point they turned, like, I guess Melee top 8 was about to start and they turned the volume of Melee really loud, but like it drowned out the sound that we had on our, like, on the setup of like playing. And so I was like, hey, can you like turn that down just a little bit so we can like still hear our stuff? And they were like, yeah, okay, that's fine. Because we were doing our top 8, and then at some point right before Melee top 8 started, which was about 30-40 minutes later, they were like messing with the lights to try to get it to be hype. But the thing is, Captain L and Frozen were in a set, and the lights behind them were just like going on and off and flashing and going on and off. And so at some point I just yelled, I'm like, you know guys, we're fucking playing, could you stop messing with that shit? And so then they stopped and everything was better and it was fine. And then Apple came over, who was the head TO, and he was like, dude, I'm so sorry. I'm like, I mean, it's no problem because like you fixed it, but like don't do that. Like that was the literal only mistake that you guys made, so it's fine. But it was kind of annoying. But other than that, I mean, the tournament was really fun. Obviously I played Melee and everyone wants me to play more Melee. Like all the pros are just like, dude, you're sick, you should play Melee more. Like fucking literally everyone, it's crazy. Like West Balls, S2J, Kalindi, like there were so many people that were just like, please play more Melee, and I'm like, no. The Smash 4 scene in Colorado was really thankful we were there because I mean, we've been there in what, September I think was DreamHack Denver, or October, and they was like, yo, it's so nice to see you again, blah blah blah, and everyone was just super friendly. The people there were amazing. You know, we got to hang out with Captain L a little bit, and I typically don't get to that often, so it was nice to have to be able to spend a few hours with him like after the tournament. Then Colorado in general was really fun. It was beautiful out. Like it was a little cold when we first got there and it kind of snow rained, but Sunday and Monday it was absolutely gorgeous outside, and it was just fun to just like walk around and just look outside and just see the mountains. It was so pretty, but unfortunately the mountains were a little too far away for me to get good pictures with them with my phone, and I did not bring my camera that I'm currently recording this on, so unfortunately I was not able to take pictures, but it was absolutely beautiful, and I kind of want to go back. That it was so pretty. And yeah, that is going to be about it for this one. I hope you all enjoyed. It has been a while since the tournament wrap-up, hasn't it? And you know, you're not actually going to see another one until Gommel's tournament wrap-up, which will be probably after Combo Breaker, because I'm going to be out of town between those two. And yeah, that is going to be about it for this one. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, social media, Panda, and partner stuff is down below, and I will see you all next time. Boo boo, bye.